Hello my friends, it is Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing some spring decorating in our living room. Now, as you can see, I've basically cleared everything out of the space, and that's typically how I like to do things around here. So no more winter decor. We are going for a really just fresh, clean, and airy, almost refreshing space as we start thinking spring. Charlie is also going to be joining me, and he's actually turning 6 months old this week, which is so hard to believe, but you'll see him later in the video. He actually comes in and steals some of my decorations that I put out. But to get started, I'm just going to be doing some light cleaning in the living room, mainly because I do not do a good job of keeping up with it, so it's just the perfect time to wipe down all of the surfaces. And then I also thought I would rotate the cushions on our couches. It really just helps with the longevity of the furniture, making them keep their shape and eliminate any sagging that happens from daily use in this room. So doing some light cleaning and then also decorating. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different, mainly because I want to bring you along with me throughout the entire decorating process. So you're going to see me put out a bunch of spring decor, and then I step back and look at the room and decide what I like, what I don't like, and make changes. So a little bit different. You'll have to let me know which way you prefer. And I would just like to say thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you love all sorts of home decor, homemaking motivation, anything along those lines, I would love to have you subscribe if you have not already. But I'm just going to do a quick wipe down now of all of the tables and the lamps using the 7th generation wood cleaner. It's kind of my go-to for any sort of wood furniture that we have around the house. Now the cleaning that I'm sharing today is just a very light cleaning of the space, mainly just the surfaces that I plan to decorate with you. A lot of the deep cleaning that I will do when it is actually spring will happen when it gets a little bit warmer outside and I can actually open the windows and dust all the blinds and, do the deep spring cleaning that this room really needs every single spring. So just some light cleaning, mostly decorating. You guys all know how things go around here. So I pretty much have everything wiped down that I'm going to be decorating, so we can jump right in. I did share a haul video not too long ago on my channel where I shared a bunch of spring decor that I picked up. Some of it I will be using in this space, so I will make sure to link that down below if you missed that and want to go back and see all the goodies. But I'm going to actually get started with decorating our mantle. I feel like this is going to really just set the tone for our room. And I'm starting with this piece that I picked up from Kirkland's. I just fell in love with the colors. You all know I am obsessed with this sage green color right now. I feel like it is the perfect spring color. It's just so fresh and clean and just a small pop of color to start off the year. You know, for many years we had a clock above our fireplace, and so my decor was very minimal on our mantle. It was kind of challenging, and so I've really been enjoying just decorating the mantle in general lately. I feel myself really drawn to the layered look, which is what I am going to be doing for spring, using a lot of pieces that I've collected over the years from Kirkland's. And then eventually, once spring is over, maybe even summer as well, we'll see, this green art print actually works really well in our master bedroom as well. So it'll probably make its way up there at some point. All of the florals that I added to our mantle came from Target last year. I do know that they still have the green stems that I added in the vase because I ordered a few more of them. They are definitely some of my favorites. To our lamp, I'm going to start out by adding this little wooden box that I found at Hobby Lobby in the spring shop. I thought it would be really fun to add some flowers, so it looks like a little garden box. And I do end up going back though later in the video to make just a few changes to this area. So like I mentioned, make sure you stay until the end so you can see everything with the final look decorated. Also to this little quarter, I'm adding back my World Market fiddly fig tree that I've had for maybe 10 years now. It's on its last few days. The leaves have definitely seen better days. Moving over to our TV stand, I have one little shelf to decorate with you. Most of it has been taken over by Charlie, our puppy, and his toys in those bins. But I'm putting back this little moss arrangement that came from Kirkland's. I actually received a broken one. They resent me a new one, and then the kids broke my second one. So we're just going to make it work. I just kind of put the cracked portion to the back of the TV stand, and nobody knows anything. So it's fine. It works. Not the end of the world. And then next to it, I'm going to add some stacked books and these links that you can find at Hobby Lobby. But you're going to see Charlie thinks they're his toy. So not sure that's going to stay there long term. Now I'm going to get started working on the shelves above our couch. Now I have these candle holders that I just like to keep out year round. But instead of adding the battery operated candles that I typically would, I'm adding these real candles actually. And the reason I'm doing that is because I just prefer the look of these real candles over the plastic looking battery operated ones. We actually don't use a lot of the battery operated candles during the warmer months because it stays lighter out later, and it also conserves some of the batteries. So when we get back into the fall and winter, I'll switch these back out to the battery ones. And now I'm just going to start playing with a lot of decor on these shelves. I'm trying to have them look similar, but not the same. So these two vases I've had for a while are from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm filling them with this eucalyptus that I love from Amazon and the flowers that came from Target last year. Whenever I decorate these shelves, I will add some decor, stand back, look at it, and move things around about a million different times. But I tried this lavender plant from last year at Target, and for whatever reason, I just really liked how it looked next to the candle holder and how wispy it kind of looked with the other shelf, and so I decided to leave that. And then to the stacked books on the top shelf, I'm adding these little ceramic houses that I recently picked up at Hobby Lobby. And then because I am sharing with you the entire decorating process, I tried out this photo frame with the lavender, but as I stood back and looked at it later on in the day, I decided it was just a little bit too heavy. A lot of the decor I'm adding to these shelves is light and bright, that cream color, and so I do end up changing that. If I had to pick only one thing that I could switch out from season to season, it'd be hard to pick just one, but pillows would be a top contender because I just love pillows so much. Last year from Target, I actually invested in the larger oversized cream pillows. They always come out with a new fun version. Just a really nice basic pillow. And then I added in these sage green ones from Kirkland's this year. And then you'll see later I actually found one more to finish it off. But just kind of playing around to figure out how I want everything to come together is definitely a process. I mean, especially when I have a puppy stealing my decor. But let's decorate the coffee table and see if Charlie will leave this alone. But to this tray, this is actually a last year tray from the outdoor section at Target. They have a really beautiful new one this year if you're still in the market, but the outdoor just makes it more kid friendly, right? I think it works inside too. But to my tray, I'm just adding in some coasters, some stacked books, the lantern that I picked up from Kirkland's. I love this on the coffee table. It's actually really pretty in the afternoons when the sun shines in. It just hits that pattern on the glass perfectly. It's so pretty. And then the planter here, I do end up changing this out, but for now I put together a little bit of a floral arrangement. I decided to use it in a different room, so stay tuned for more here. I do a majority of my decorating when our twin boys are napping in the afternoon. And so my time was coming to an end. I had just enough time to vacuum up the room, eat a few pieces of chocolate, and just really step back and look in the space that is decorated to just really decide what I liked about it and what I wanted to change. I was able to check my decor stash to see if there's anything I couldn't make work that I already have. And then I also squeezed in a surprise trip to Kirkland's. We were heading out of town for a gymnastics meet, and I was able to quickly run into the store and find a few pieces to finish off the look. So I actually ordered a wreath from Magnolia about a month ago, and it is still not here for our living room. So I'm just trying out a couple of wreaths that I was using in different rooms in our home. I ended up on this one just because I liked the brighter pop of green on this mirror. It's also a little bit larger than the other one that I had up. Here I'm taking down the frame. I thought it was maybe just a little bit too dark. And then these flowers were just too much for me on the coffee table. I'm just more of a simple greenery type of person, I guess, for our coffee table. And so I decided to switch that out for this Studio McGee vase and then this greenery that you can find at Target that I also used on our mantle. Okay, so like I mentioned, I was able to stop at Kirkland's and then also Michael's over the weekend when we were traveling. So I thought I would share with you my little mini haul. First thing being this pillow, and this is not something I would ordinarily buy, which is I think why I love it so much. I was just really needing some sort of a pop of pattern to go along with my other throw pillows on the couch. And I'm so glad I saw it in person. The pillow itself, so soft. And I can see this being on our couch for many months to come now. It's just a very neutral pattern that I love. The next thing that I saw in the store at Kirkland's were these little beaded tassels, we'll call them. Now, I picked up the black ones, but they had many colors in the store. I had, again, not seen these online. This little candle holder was actually in the clearance section for only a few dollars, so I went ahead and picked it up. I may use it in the living room. I might not. We'll see what happens with that, but it's always just kind of a good basic to have in my decor. And then I also picked up this bag of orbs. This was the gray bag. I'm really into these balls right now. And then lastly, I picked up this plant at Michael's to go on my lamp shelf. I needed just a little bit smaller plant, and I loved the basket on the bottom. So now I'm just going to go through the room and change up a few things that I was not 100% in love with, this corner being one of them. I'm going to start with the bottom shelf of this lamp. It was just too much. The plant was too big. The lantern was crammed into my crate, so I just removed the crate altogether. It was still a little bit too big with my plant, so I'm going to add in that new little Michael's one, and I like it. It actually helps conceal the cords really well, and it's very simple. And then to the top shelf, I want to leave it pretty much the same, but I want to elevate the flower box a little bit more. It was sitting just a little bit too low, so I borrowed the books from my TV stand and placed them on the shelf. And I cannot believe I'm doing this, but I think it is time to part ways with my fiddly fig tree. I've had it so long, and the leaves are terrible up close. From far away, it looks okay, but up close, it's not very good. So I borrowed this one from our family room downstairs to see if I liked how it looked, the height and size. And so I'm just going to live with this for now and see if I like it, but it's no longer blocking the window, and we can just let that fabulous spring sunshine in. The next place that I wanted to change up was this little bowl on our side table. Now, the reason I've changed it up is because I have a candle on almost all of the tables, and it was just too many candles. It's kind of weird. So I took the candle out and added these little orbs, filler that I picked up with Kirkland's. I love the different colors and the textures. It matches really well with a lot of the other decor in our room. And now I'm just playing with this last troublesome shelf that I cannot figure out what to do. I ended up taking one of the orbs that I had picked up at Kirkland's and put it on a candle holder. I actually really like it. I think it ties in very well with the pot of the lavender plant on the other side. And then I'm trying out a bunny, but ultimately decide I'm not quite ready for that, so a Target Dollar Spot house it is. But I do plan to decorate here for Easter and share it on my channel here later this month. I know for me, decorating takes a lot of trial and error. Now, will I change a few things up after this video? Probably, but I will make sure to share them coming up in a spring home tour within the next few weeks. This is my very first kind of spring decorate with me, so there's lots more to come before that, and things might change as I start decorating other spaces. So just make sure you are subscribed and stick around so you can see the final result. Okay, my friends, that is going to be it for today's spring clean and decorate with me. I'm also going to link down below in the description box last year's spring decorating video I did in this space. I actually went with a navy theme and that turned out very good as well. So definitely check that out down below. But thumbs up as always, especially if you are enjoying watching Charlie and his love of the vacuum. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.